Hello everybody, this is Maniac for LEGO, and we are here with set number 30116, Rapunzel's Market Visit. This is a Disney Princess polybag from 2014, ages 5 to 12, 37 pieces, 1 minifigure. It's based on the movie Tangled, and I believe it's the only polybag that's been released for Disney Princess so far. This retails at $3.99 at Walmart stores. If there are other places to find them, I am not aware of them currently. Oh look. At one time, it was free with qualifying purchases from Lego.com and Lego brand stores in February 2014. That's the only two ways that I know of that we could find this polybag, and it's actually the first Disney Princess set I've ever reviewed, which is, it's not to say it's the last, but I'm actually looking forward to this review. So let's go on. First, let's take a look at the polybag itself. You can see it's very nicely decorated on the sides, like most Disney Princess products, whether or not they are made from Lego. You have that pink and sparkly and a little bit of nice, curls on the top of it. We also have in the bottom corner, similar to other licensed themes, we have the Rapunzel figure as shown in Tangled. And we also have this nice background, which the set is kind of sitting behind in the picture. On the back, it does not include a Legoland coupon, contrary to most polybags. This one does not. So, it's not too disappointing. It's a little different. But maybe because it's licensed. We have two molded bags inside of here. You can check out the building video for more about the building of this set. These two bags are used to hold the torso and the legs, or should I say dress, of the minifigure, or should I say mini doll. We have a fold-out instruction booklet with this set, a relatively large one, that very thoroughly explains how to build the set. Not too hard of a build, which is good for, the relative idea of the set and for the demographic of the theme. On the back, you can also see Disney Princess checklist, similar to Lego Friends, where you have all the sets shown. Each of the figures are put outside of the set, and then it has a check mark next to them, so you can keep track of which figures you have from which sets. In my personal opinion, I'm not really sure if I'm going to buy all of these sets. At most, I'll probably buy the Ariel's treasure set. I forget what it's called, but Ariel's Treasures and Cinderella's Carriage, but even there, I'm not really sure. We have, let me just fold this instructions back up. We have a couple extra pieces to show you. I'll get to them right now. Okay, so here we are with our looks like 5 extra pieces from this set. You get a green flower stalk. You get one of the flowers themselves, in kind of a pinkish 1x1 piece, which it's used for things other than flowers, but it does attach on here in the set. You get a pearl gold periscope, and these are used twice in the set, so the third one is extra. And then you get 2 different types of bows. Basically, the color is the only thing that changes. One of them is kind of a light purple. And then you get, I think, you get one of those in the set, and then one extra. Then you get this kind of lighter, I guess it's like a red-violet. I'm not sure exactly what the colors. But you get 2 that are used in the set, and one of them as extra. Since this is a 2014 set, and starting with 2014 LEGO sets, I also discussed the new pieces included for that year. This year has 2 new pieces that are added to the LEGO Friends and the LEGO Disney Princess line. We have, in this set, 2 pieces that are kind of interesting to note. First one being a dress. This is a new form for legs that can be used with mini dolls. And you can see on the bottom of it, we have a little sparkle design. Very nice. And on the back, you can see how it hinges back and forth, mainly moving forward. You can't move it back. It also has a little bit of room underneath, so you can attach it to Lego pieces very easily. And that top part is going to be what attaches to the rest of the torso. Works with any Lego Friends or Disney Princess torso. And second, we have the hair that Rapunzel has, all nice and tied up, nicely braided too. We have 3 different spots for putting bows on her, and all 3 of them are included with Rapunzel in this set. 1, 2 on here, and then the 3rd on the top. This works with minifigures, mini dolls, just about every type of minifigure modern made in Lego. So, that would just be minifigures, and not only the dolls from Disney Princess, but also the dolls from Lego Friends. So here we have the mini doll of the set. This is Rapunzel. Now, what I've noticed between her and Rapunzel's Creativity Tower, another set based on Tangled, they are the same exact minifigure, or mini doll. And even though I don't have that set, I've checked it clearly with some other people online, and all the images I can find, and I'm certain that these are the same exact figures. However, there's a slight variation because of the bows on the back of this one, whereas the one in the Creativity Tower does not have bows. So this makes it a much cheaper minifigure to buy. Instead of buying it at around $40, you can now get it at $4. Very nice. And we also get with her a pink basket, which is not too new, but it's still a nice piece to have. This also attaches to Lego products and other pieces on the bottom. There's a better look at her face. Just change the light a little bit. I think it was out of the way. And you can see very nice details on her. Kind of a classic look, and almost medieval in a way. So very nice printing on her, and compared to the version shown on the bag, seems pretty accurate. The face is a little bit like Friends, but also works with looking like Rapunzel from Tangled. And the hair, I probably would have preferred the hair to not be in a braid and have it like the loose hair we normally see with Rapunzel, but this type of hair looks fine too. Next up we have the food cart, or so I think it is. I'm not really sure if it's a food cart or a flower cart, because it has a combination of both. Now, I've already checked with my resources, and I have confirmed this. This particular cart is not in the movie. However, the scene is in the movie. That means Rapunzel does go through a marketplace in the movie Tangled, but she does not find this cart particularly. Now, as far as the cart's features, it really doesn't have anything as a play feature other than rolling it back and forth. Although I would have to say, due to the hitch on here, you are actually able to attach a minifigure hand and try to carry it, but, well, logically, you probably wouldn't carry a large cart like that. But here's what we have with this. We have a croissant sitting on the top. We have a basket of flowers on the side. And we have some nice colors. I really like this. Even though it's a small model, I actually do like this poly bag a lot because of the types of pieces that we get in here. Different colors and the elements themselves. First, let's start with the basket itself. I don't have many of these baskets, so I really like having this. And you can attach this to regular Lego minifigures. I don't know if it works well with mini dolls. And it wouldn't work well with Rapunzel because her hair is going to be in the way of it. Now, as I mentioned before about the extra pieces, these are how the flowers are attached. So they had a hole in the middle and you just poke it through. So you can just stuff them in here if you'd like. But they can sit together as one giant piece. I also like on here all the turquoise and pink that is used. Just a nice combination of colors. And I think the turquoise we've had a couple times with these pieces. But the pieces themselves I haven't seen in quite a while. Except for a few friend sets. Very nice to get those. The croissant, you're going to have to correct me in the comments, but it seems like it's in a lighter color than I remember. I thought it was a little bit more brown, but in here it seems a little bit lighter in color. We also have the 2x2 jumper piece, also in turquoise in the middle, so that's how the croissant is attached there. Kind of a neat idea, just keep it in place. You have the 1x2 45-degree slopes on the top, so those are cool to use. It's not too plain from the back, which is a good thing about this because it should have some dimension if you have the wheels, and it's a stand. You can still have someone selling from behind it. I also wanted to point out these wheels. These are awesome wheels to get at such a small price, and these are ones that are traditionally used for train sets, sometimes push carts, sometimes, what's it called? Like mine carts and some of the castle sets. Very nice to get in this set. And they use them backwards, so they don't look like train wheels, but they look like very small wagon wheels. You can also see we had the large ball and hitch. This attaches on the same system of ball joints with Mixels and Legend Beasts. Very nice to have that. And you can also use this for, if you have a truck or something to attach on the back of it, you can carry it along. So, if there are any flaws with this, well, having a play feature is the first flaw, but I wouldn't expect there to be much of a play feature with this, considering it's a Disney Princess set, and usually a polybag, with that, it doesn't have too much as far as a play feature all the time. But one thing that is a fault to this is how it tilts over. Now, I've heard in some other reviews they try to use pieces to hold it together, and you can do that. I would agree with that. But I would also just try to add another piece or two on the bottom just to hold it in place instead of trying to put it on the toe ball end. That's what it's called, I think. Now, another thing, that's kind of a good thing about this. You could actually fit the croissant in the basket. But you obviously don't have a vendor. You have the market stand, but you don't have the vendor itself, or himself or herself, whoever it may be. So, similar to other Friends polybags and other Friends sets in general, you don't have a person that's actually here to sell you those items. And that's okay, because in a polybag, you're really going to get only one minifigure. And we've only had once recently to have two minifigures, and that was the hot dog stand from Creator. So I don't expect this to have a second minifigure. Plus, if it was, there would be a very minor and dull figure that might take away from the Disney Princess polybag. So, as I mentioned before, this was not featured in the film, particularly the stand, but the scene is still there. So as far as authenticity, I guess it's okay, because you could definitely have a lot of different food stands and other market type stands. This would just blend right in. I've mentioned in, I think, one of my hauls or one of my building videos or something, I've mentioned at least once, I think, that a lot of the Friends sets and even the Disney Princess sets, they might go well together for a marketplace just by the build alone. You could add this with some of the other Friends 2014 polybags, some from last year too, some of the small sets such as Mia's Lemonade Stand from 2014, and you have a really nice scene. So it's a good add-on to any Friends or Disney Princess collection. And as far as Disney Princess fans, you may like this a little bit. So overall, this set seems okay. Thanks for watching this video, hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more LEGO set reviews.